Hey Ranchers, welcome to a special pre-Thanksgiving edition. I hope everybody has had a good week so far. Since it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update with what's going on with Louie. And really just say thank you for your support this year. You guys all know that it was, it had its ups and downs, but whenever we had a down spell, you guys were all there in spades, and thank you so much for that. We really couldn't do the work that we do without you, and it's so very much appreciated, your dedication to Louie and also to Gabby and Barney. And we really thank you for that dedication and for always putting the horses first. So I also wanted to give you an update on where we are with Louie. Louie continues to have his issues with his EPM. So I have decided to think outside of the box and see what some other people are doing that's maybe not as conventional as far as medication goes, because we've done the medication route and it hasn't worked. So I have been in contact with an equine nutritionist, who one of the areas that she specializes in is EPM treatment. And she's had some very good results with it. So I have been in contact with her and have gotten some ideas. And really, the idea behind the equine nutritionist plan is to reestablish and heal the connections between the brain and the spinal cord. And do that through intake. So it involves taking him off of conventional feed. And what I mean conventional feed, what you find at the store by the larger manufacturers. And putting him on alfalfa pellets. And then adding various supplements and refined sea salt, I guess. It's the purest brand of salt. And some vitamin E, and also so one of the supplements is for nerve and spine. It's specifically for nerve and spine. And then another supplement is for his hooves and to increase the blood flow to his hooves because of his navicular. So I'm still going through all of the recommendations and seeing, getting some other opinions on what has worked and what hasn't worked, and I'm just making contact with some of the resellers or distributors to see if they give a rescue discount, or a nonprofit discount, I should say. So all that is in the works. I will start with the alfalfa pellets and some of the recommendations over the weekend. But some of the other stuff, it has to be ordered and it has to come in. And obviously with the holiday and everything, the companies are probably not going to get back to me until Monday for the discount. Even if there isn't a discount, we're going to go ahead and give it a shot, because he needs some kind of support at this point. You know, you can really tell when he's walking around how stiff he is, and you know just how uncomfortable he is. He doesn't mind Allison doing the massage treatment, but things like grooming, he doesn't really enjoy that much. You know, there's sometimes that he really just doesn't want to be touched. And that is definitely because he just, sorry, trying to get the lens flare out of there. You know, when your nerves are not working right, you know, it hurts to be touched. So, and it's becoming very apparent that that's happening a little bit more. He's not nasty or anything, but he flicks his tail and he twitches a little bit. So you can definitely tell that he is not a happy camper. And the other thing is that he can't really, when everybody else starts, and when I say everybody, I mean Charlie, starts moving everybody around, it's very difficult for Louie to move as quickly as Charlie wants him to. So, you know, he needs to have the ability to move and defend himself. And by defend, I just mean being mobile, so that he can, you know, stay out of the way and protect himself. Is probably a better phrase than defend. You know, he needs to be able to protect himself by being able to be nimble like he was before. So, so that's the protocol that we're going to try, and it's not going to be a short-term thing. It's, you know, we have to try it for several months and see if we see any kind of change. The good thing is that I've taken enough video of him that I can compare, you know, what his baseline is to if the new regiment is working. So it really shouldn't. If it does work, and there are changes, it's not gonna take very much to see them, because right now he is so stiff in the back end. One of the things that she did say, and I kind of suspected, is based off of the descriptions that I was giving of him, and her experience with horses with EPM. He is having minor seizures. So when he spaces out and kind of gets that glazed look over his eyes for a couple minutes and then comes out of it, it is a minor seizure that he's having. And I suspected that just based off of being around other animals that have had seizures. And it's not, it's not a grand mal seizure like Foxy had that took his life. But, hi, buddy. But they're but they're minor seizures that aren't as dramatic as a grand mal seizure. So so that obviously is something that we need to get under control ASAP, because we don't want, brain damage to happen. So, or, in the course of the seizures that they progress and get worse to the point that, that he injures himself while he's having a seizure. So that is the game plan now for our little Lulu. And please keep him in your thoughts. This is, we try everything. I am not, I am not adverse to totally thinking outside of the box and, doing things that maybe aren't as mainstream and some things that other people or other organizations will do. If nutrition plays a huge role in people and being able to, control their diabetes and cholesterol and hypertension and everything else, then there really is no reason why it can't also help him with his neurological condition. So, it's worth a shot, as long as it's not going to, affect his quality of life and isn't going to make him worse, which it's not, because we're just adding back some deficiencies that he has in his diet. So, we'll give it a shot. There are several people that I have been in contact with that have seen great results doing this. And those are with horses that have had much worse symptoms than Louie does, to the point that the horses were falling down and legs were crossed and a whole bunch of other symptoms that they were having, and uncoordinated and confusion. So, every horse is different and needs a different treatment plan. So fingers crossed that this works, because I would love to have the old Lulu back. That is really all that I have for the update for this week. Once again, thank you all for your support. I hope that you and your family have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe. And I will be back next week at our special time again. We will be coming to you throughout the day on Giving Tuesday to update you where we are on the emergency medical fund that we are fundraising for. So until Tuesday, everybody, be well, be kind. Thanks, Roanshire Ranchers.